Lots of stuff going on today.
Tons of stuff going on today. The entire, middle management of the Twitch terror empire taken out. Precision strikes. Some say drone strikes, some say pagers. We're not sure which yet. We're waiting on further reporting.
I'm
What
gonna
do
be
you think
honest.
of
I didn't think
the?
anybody would get banned at all. So
I thought they might get Frogan for sure. I didn't think the other people were going to get banned. But what do you think of the idea, Relly and Destiny, that the reason they went after the panel was because Hasan wasn't on it? That they can show like, hey, we're banning people, but this is like an event that Hasan was not present at, and so we can ban all of these people and we can make a show, but we can actually justify not banning Hasan.
this is
I
gonna
think
sound really dumb, but I really truly believe that at the end of the day, it all comes down to just like who sees what. Like some random exec at Amazon will be like, "Yo, why is this on my Facebook or my Twitter?" And then they like link a thing, and they're like, "Oh, we need to do action against that." And then that particular incident gets sent off to like Twitch Trust and Safety, and then that's the thing that is actioned on. That's my guess, but who the knows?
I feel like I would normally say that, but I would say the near schizo paranoid level of safety that these people have been given, the latitude that these people have been given, there has to be some kind of special exemptions that are happening. So I would say
Yeah, I was
that
about
I
to
actually
say, I was about to say before you said, I was going to say, there's no shot that anything like that is happening. It's just not possible. It would be so stupid. But yeah, at this point, actually, I wouldn't say that. That I guess it could be because all of this is like
all of it
all
is
of it is beyond
crazy.
the pale. Yeah, they were like
Y-
What's the
in this like drama rap alone. There's like three things at least that would have gotten a lot of people, I think, permanently banned on their own. The veteran
mhm.
comments and the doubling down on them is like three different TOS
the veteran?
violations.
I can't believe that Frogan's not permad. I actually think she might get permad when she comes back because she didn't get banned for that, right? So she still hasn't had that actual thing judged yet.
Yeah, I
Her shit was
guess. Yeah, I don't know
crazy.
because everybody's got panel ban. That's crazy. The
Yeah.
Hassan, the Houthi, leaving the Houthi thing on for Nick. I'm pretty sure Bad Bunny got banned for less almost.
Yeah.
It was because she was watching the PFLP, the Palestinian Front for Liberation or whatever, or Liberation Front or something, or like the DFLP. Or she was watching one of those two videos and then she got perma banned for it. Um, that's crazy. The there were a couple more things. The Israel ban is just wild. I don't understand how any of it doesn't. The explanation doesn't make sense.
I agree, and that's why I think that there has to weirdly be this strange system where they are picking and choosing. So I think
Wait,
that that's
you
probably what's happening.
why I'm curious why you guys think it would make sense. Like I feel like you guys are expecting the people who would make that kind of decision are people who are not engineers. They wouldn't be like logically strict on anything. They would just go, "Hey, I had this idea, go implement it." And I feel like there's every reason to believe that some suggested that and then they never really thought about it. They did it
I
and
will
then
just be
basically
a
after their
baby.
layoffs, they lost track of it.
Lloyd
It's just
donated
incompetence.
$3. Dan, you should be in
Wait,
this.
they lost track
Like
of
that-
what? Oh, for the Israel thing?
The problem is that like what you're saying is like not impossible, but it's really, really, really hard to be charitable. Like after everything, it's just you would like in any other circumstance you would never ever grant that level of charity. You just wouldn't. Like imagine your brother was an ex KKK member and you're like digging through his like room cleaning out his old. You come across this like giant Mein Kampf that's like autographed by. And your friend's like, no, no, listen, I know the other stuff's good, but this one really, this is not mine. I promise. I know it looks weird, but this is the one thing that I didn't actually like. It's just so hard to believe, even if what you're saying is true. It's really hard to believe.
It's so I understand that. Wait, it's not. Wait, I think this is just from other people who haven't worked at a company like this. I feel like it is easily the most believable example, and a lot of people. I think it's personally. I get where you guys are coming from. It's just I've seen it happen so many
But it's an
times with decisions
excuse.
like this that are just terrible. But
But
Wait,
like
wait,
it's an
you've seen
excuse.
it
Like if
happen
a
so many
hospital does
times
major
that
layoffs, they don't get to just continue functioning. They don't get to just
sure,
accidentally
people
kill
should be
patients
fired.
because they're
Yes,
understaffed.
people should be fired for it.
It's still
Absolutely.
their fault if they.
The issue is that here's the issue. The issue is that how is it like if what you were saying was true and it was just discovered today, even that is hard after everything else. But the fact that people sent in support tickets and nobody investigated, the fact that there was a hashtag on Twitter and nobody responded, the fact that large Jewish streamers have like said something and nobody's respond. It makes it really like somebody at some point had to have seen that this region ban was in place and been like, okay, yeah, let's just keep it. Like,
Sure. And I think if that's true, if that is explicitly like what's going on here, that will be documented because Amazon has very strict processes for documenting this kind of thing, especially like ethical lapses. I believe we've seen that they have a like internal phone thing that is going to they have like an internal no, it's all Amazon and Amazon subsidiaries. You all have the same shit. So it will be will be documented. Yes.
Okay, my understanding is Amazon acquisitions run relatively independently, but I could be totally wrong on that. I've been told that a few times, but maybe not.
I don't know what I have for public information. I'm fairly certain of that though. I can explain it to you in like DMs or something why I know that, but it is it's almost certain. Do you think Hasan's getting banned at all, by the way?
I
mean, I would have said the other people aren't getting banned, so I would say there's no way Hasan gets banned, but the other people did get banned. The thing is, it's going to depend on like it'll just depend on which execs it gets in front of. The Houthi stuff is just crazy. Like
that's the worst part. To me, that's far and away the worst part of this in terms of conduct.
Yeah, I think the thing that like pisses me off the most, maybe this is just my inner Nazi calling or whatever. It's the fact that he's like so upfront and shameless about it. Like if this was like a Nazi, they would have to be so dog whistly, and they would have to be so careful about how they craft their message.
Israel's actions.
What rapes the Hezbollah do? The most wild in the world with no repercussions whatsoever.
It doesn't even matter. None of this justifies that Palestinians have.
I'm sorry, I had audio coming in from somewhere else. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's not so brazen. That's just wild to me.
Well, I mean, I guess that is the biggest thing. I don't know if you saw Train and Dan talk, but Train kept driving that like Dan Clancy protects this guy. He makes it so that he emboldens this guy, right? Like that's his entire thing, and he also protects him from anybody who would have detracting opinions.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't want to take away from the movement, and I don't even know what would be the best way to, like, signal this, but just from, like, a personal moral level, like, I do agree that Clancy is responsible, but, like, this is clearly not just Clancy. This is a whole corporate culture problem. Like, this is a severe corporate culture problem. Something really, really, really weird is happening for this to be okay, I think.
The way that Train put it wasn't even that, like, oh, Dan Clancy is responsible. He was like, bro, this guy just wants to be in with like the cool kids. Like this is a fan. That's like Clancy's not gonna get down or be harsh on any of them because he wants to be able to hang out with them.
Kind of
just really weird.
Gives some of those vibes in a way.
He's almost certainly, not even almost certainly, he has definitely been talked to. I'd bet my mortgage on it that he's been talked to and told you cannot keep saying these things. Like we can't do this anymore.
Hasan?
Yeah, he's been talked to.
1 quadrillion% because he's been deleting clips. I think they've wiped their Discord like 3 times, which is
really?
like in the past like 4 days. Yeah.
New people aren't allowed to get invited to the Discord either. They've paused that.
Yeah, they've disabled invites to the Hasan Discord. No more joining. Which I don't think he realizes. Don't think he ever does. He just pivots. Yeah, because he won't go back on his stuff from before, right? He'll just pretend like he doesn't know what's happening.
He's shameless, and Twitch supports it. Twitch is like on board 100%. So why the he reverse course on any position ever? There's no reason to.
Don't know if this is relevant to you, but this is Ethan's story from 25 minutes ago. Okay.
That, and I rip.
Ethan, this is Ethan's Instagram story. Zero accountability, bad faith retelling of my position, zero critique for Frogan and the likes. Absolute refusal to even entertain that he may be doing something wrong. Please, if you watch Hasan, understand what he's doing and hold him accountable.
Repeat this all the time, and I'm saying this at a time when Ethan is basically
me. But I will say, it feels good to see everybody else can see Hasan do the same thing to Ethan now that he did to me, because it is like zero engagement with anything being said, just paint the person as unhinged, deny that you did anything wrong ever. Like Hasan even denies that he did anything wrong with his prior bans. He was even saying earlier that, yeah, when Twitch banned me for a cracker, they knew it was a joke, and even they knew that that was dumb. And so, which is usually like partner managers will talk to you about like, bro, you can't like say that, your last ban was a mistake. Like you're supposed to show contrition and, sorrow and regret and all that. So.
Well, I think that like they just like you not to go and undermine them completely, right? Like they'll tell you, "Hey, we got you," but then you undermine it completely if you come out and say, "Yeah," you come out and undermine them completely if you come out and say, "Well, no, they didn't think I did anything wrong," right? Even if your partner manager tells you.
But you're also like, if you get banned and they unban you, you're supposed to like be sorrowful for whatever you did. You're not supposed to think you did nothing wrong or whatever, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that makes total sense. I don't know.
He also becomes white whenever he talks about it. I think before that part in the stream, he was like telling his chat how they're white. They don't understand this Sabra hummus thing. And then like
no.
20 minutes later, he's like back to being white and saying cracker is his word.
Yes, you just totally jogged my memory that he called cracker his word. Oh my god. What the f is he doing? He spent the whole time talking about how his people, the noble Arabs in the Middle East, are like going through all this hardship, and then he's also like, they also banned me for saying cracker. My word. It's like, dude, pick a struggle, okay? You can't. The race swap was on cooldown, Hasan. You can't race swap multiple times in the same stream. It's fucking crazy.
Unfortunately, his race swap is never on cooldown, so.
I know.
No,
and this is the problem.
How did that guy ever get a designated section at the DNC?
He got a booth.
Because he masks really well, and he's got a lot of connections in media. Like, look, he just did fucking, not to knock them, or maybe I should knock them. No, he just did like Pod Save America. And everybody.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, Newsweek, yeah. Pod Save America, I think, is a bigger deal, though.
Well, I feel like the Pod Save America guy is like not. I don't think I had it up to watch the one day. I wanted to see if he pushed back, but I just didn't get a chance to get to it. Yeah. Did anybody watch that? Does anybody know like how that went? Like, I would hope that it wasn't just a like straight up Glaze session with Hasan, but I didn't get a chance to see it, so you'd hope that he would have some questions about Hasan's conduct and maybe have some deeper understanding, but I don't know. That might be too much to expect. No real tough questions? Yeah, that's what I'm hearing too.
It's almost midnight. I think JSOC, your theory is that maybe he'll get banned at midnight. Oh, no, you said midnight PST.
I said midnight Pacific. I think. Well, hold on. I thought until somebody pointed out, Cherry, that it was just bans for the panel or whatever. I thought he was gonna get banned. I was like, bro, his conduct is so much worse than everybody else's that like it has to be him. He has to go. But now I realized when somebody pointed it out to me, like if they're just banning for that panel, that could be their way of trying to avoid a Hasan ban. So I'm glad I didn't take any bets on it. But I hope he gets banned because I think if maybe I don't hope. I don't know what I hope, okay? But I think if he doesn't get banned, if there's no punishment for him whatsoever, then I don't understand how the campaign against Twitch stops. Like
the only way that it stops is if people lose Steam. I think that's the only way. But I think if people keep Steam, and it will eventually get to the people it needs to for something to happen.
Yeah, like I just don't see people being placated in any way if Hasan's not getting banned.
Yeah, the content is so bad and intuitively bad. Like it doesn't require a tremendous amount of context for people to understand that this should not be allowed. It's literally a matter of time. It's just you're procking the chance every time you post. That's what that is. So
if he wants to be able to stream election day on Twitch, he would have to get, and like let's say 2 weeks is what he's gonna get. He would have to get banned now to be able to stream election day on Twitch. He has 2 weeks right now to stay banned. If he gets a later ban and it's anything longer than 2 weeks, he's off of Twitch for election day.
Oh my god, that would be the spiciest in the world. Could you imagine, bro? Neg like one
It would
Bro,
never
it's-
happen. There's no
it's so
shot. It would be
much-
funny.
It would
but
be
never
amazing,
happen.
but they're not going to forfeit the advertiser revenue. I'm pretty sure.
I
Like,
was gonna say how much
So much money.
down the
Yeah.
drain.
I don't think
dude.
Twitch doesn't make any decisions based on revenue. I don't think it factors in even remotely. I just don't think they'll ban him because he's got so many friends at Twitch, and they know they would be over so hard, and he would throw such a fit.
Mm-hmm.
he also might really
He
like
would-
YouTube. He might find a real large audience on YouTube
would
if he switched
stream somewhere
over.
else. He's not taking 2 weeks off. If he gets banned on Twitch, he's not taking that time off, I don't think.
No, he'll stream on YouTube. He'll definitely stream on YouTube if he gets banned.
Does he
during
not have an
political season.
exclusive contract anymore, or is that no longer a thing?
Hasan would not stream on YouTube. I don't believe.
No,
Really?
well, I don't believe he's exclusive. He definitely either duoed or he solo streamed on YouTube like a few months back. I don't think he signed a new exclusive
Yeah, I don't
contract
think-
since then.
I don't think Hasan can handle the loss in viewership. Like his ego
Yeah.
wouldn't be able to take it.
No, I agree with you on that. But can he also? I also think he can't handle just not streaming.
Yeah,
He would
not
rather quit
streaming
streaming
election
than-
day.
He would rather quit streaming than take a
Oh.
significant audience hit.
Wait, somebody just pointed out maybe the best point though is that content ID exists on YouTube. He might be in real
that
trouble.
too.
Oh my god. Yeah, content ID exists. Uh-oh.
Wait, what is content ID?
That's what identifies if you're like basically looking at somebody else's content and aren't doing anything. And basically after that, it'll come down to you. If you get like content ID'd, it'll come down to whether you think you're transformative or not. And I feel like almost certainly he can't win those arguments, right?
Yeah.
Sounds like he'd become a kick streamer.
I don't okay, that his ego cannot take, okay?
TikTok
Happy
Live.
to go over to Kick. Maybe TikTok
Well,
Live.
his other options would be the friends that he has with clout, right? Maybe he can convince Pokey to do like a politics stream, or convince Ludwig to do something with him. There's
Wait,
just no
he
way he would
wouldn't
take
be
a
able to,
2-week
right?
ban and off.
One of the worst, in my opinion at least, one of the worst decisions that Hasan is actively making for his career is he refuses to dual stream because he should be dual streaming on YouTube, but he doesn't. And I think the reason why he doesn't is because when he tried it for a little bit, it was dividing his viewership, and he cannot handle losing viewership on any platforms. Like he won't stream
Wait.
to low viewers on Twitch.
Does the standard partner agreement on Twitch allow for dual streaming?
I don't. I thought they changed it. I thought they got rid of almost all the exclusivity stuff a couple years ago.
I think
Because
there's no
I think-
exclusivity, but I don't know if it allows for
I mean, you can-
dual.
you can ask-
It's changed
I'm a
now. Okay,
very
now
fan.
people
I
tell me
thought
it
that
is.
I thought that he dual streamed for like a few days, and I think he just stopped eventually. You can ask Chad. I'm almost positive
He
tried
definitely
this for a
was
little
going to
bit.
YouTube for a little bit. You can multi-stream. That's yeah. You can multi-stream now.
But the lower viewership, I think, was like psychologically destroying him.
Yeah, I think he'd pop off big on YouTube for the election. I'm pretty sure, but I don't know. Like after that, it would get probably a little rough. He'd lose all of his main subscriber base.
Yeah, but if he's
Yeah, but
going
him
to
not
an
streaming on
entirely...
YouTube is crazy. He's
Yeah,
forgoing
he's-
so much growth.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, what's that?
No, that would drive him absolutely insane. Losing the growth from all of this, yeah, that would drive him up a wall.
I appreciate that, Destiny.
All right, bye.
Remember to hit that like and subscribe, and don't forget the notification bell so that my videos show up right in your feed.